Round 3, as you can hear, the wind has absolutely picked up at BPL22. We've got the Moreton Bay Pirates up against the Melbourne Pulse. It's Alex Marshall, Selena Goddard on her BPL debut, Ryan Burnett and Ali Forsyth on his debut as coach, former player for the Blackjacks and the Extreme. And we've got the Melbourne Pulse with Barry Lester, Ellen Fife, Gary Kelly and Jeremy Henry, the consistent lineup that we have come to know and expect. Val Febo alongside Matt Lucas. And Matt, very tricky conditions at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah. They're handling them so well. I've got to continue to say it, but
better than what we are.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's, like I said, probably around 35, getting up towards 40-kilometre gusts, and these guys are still putting them within, 2 feet, a foot, touching jacks, running bowls out. The standard's been really, really good. So applauding the players for the way they're handling it, and I haven't seen too many hands in the air or heads drop or anything like that when they get a bit of bad luck with a bit of wind. But fingers crossed we can potentially get a little bit of a reprieve, maybe a bit later this afternoon, and conditions can become a little bit more palatable for the players and commentators alike.
And as we welcome in Connor Munnings. Connor, how are you going with the cameras?
All right, we just had to bring the other 45 in as well, so we're only just got the end cameras at the moment, but hopefully the wind will drop out in the next hour or so, and the last few sessions of the day we can have it a bit calmer.
I'm sorry, but 19 kilometres an hour for wind. I've just Googled it, and that's what it said. There is no way that is 19 kilometres an hour.
That'd be an average, I reckon, but I mean, we've got monitors here that are hanging on like Granny's tooth, ready to go flying across the green.
Yeah, no, so we're sitting at the moment, it's about 35 and a half, and it's only going to get, allegedly, it's only going to get a little bit better. Maybe at about, I think we should be okay for the next few hours, let's hope. That's what the internet's saying anyway.
It's the only job you can consistently be wrong and still keep your job.
Yep. And of course, we would be remiss not to discuss the milestone this round, and it is the one and only Nick Brett, second ever Grand Final MVP winner. He's playing game number 50 at the Bowls Premier League. So it's Ryan Burnett leading up for Alex Marshall and Alan Fife leading up for Gary Kelly. Leads have completed their bowls. And in a second, we'll go through the ladder. And at the moment, that is showing the Sydney Lions 2-0. Geelong Jets in second, 2-0. The Miami Steamers, they're having a good start. They are also 2-0. Their score difference -4 though, so they're just managing to sneak through. The Suns 1-1 in fourth. That's a good start for them. The Pulse 1-1 in fifth. That's where we find them, and the Pirates in sixth. So this is a really big match for both teams as Gary Kelly goes with a little bit of running weight.
Oh my goodness.
That is as good as you'll see. Followed it in. Sensational.
Gary Kelly said, welcome to Rink 1. This is it.
Yep.
Bit of byplay there too with Alex Marshall, I think, just sort of looked at him with a bit of a sideways glance and said, is that how it's going to be, Gaz? First bowl, Jack in the pond, sitting right on top of it.
Insane. Absolutely insane. Moreton Bay in sixth position, so these two.
Gary Kelly's lined up. He can feel the wind and he lined straight up. He's going to bowl it straight at me on the sideline.
You wouldn't want to be hit by a Gary Kelly bowl, that's for sure. That would hurt. Adelaide Pioneers in seventh on 1-1. Sydney Saints 1-1 in eighth. The Extreme 1-1 in ninth. The Tridents, Ospreys and Hawks, two of the finalists from Moama, yet to get on the board
It's all happening here. Gary Kelly's gone out wandering into the next rink trying to see what's happening to his bowl. And Nathan Black has just pizzled one straight in the back of him. Very apologetic. Blackie might have kept quiet. He might have thought I was a bit wide here. I'll just keep quiet and get a second go at it.
All right. So I think we're pretty much going for second shot here because Gary Kelly is that close in the ditch. It's not even funny.
Yeah, he's unbeatably close in the ditch. Sitting right under the number. Ryan Burnett just giving the instruction, and I've been across enough of Ryan Burnett to sort of semi-understand what he just said. I think he said he was potentially still 2 down, so big bowl from Alex. Try and cut it down. Crashes on GK's bowl, and it's going to be a measure for 2. It's only 1.
Just the one, but it was a brilliant one at that from Gary Kelly. The 3-time champions, the Melbourne Pulse. They have been, them and the Ospreys, probably the 2 form teams consistently over the last 6 or 7 BPLs. From BPL 15, out of the last 7, they've won 3 titles. The Ospreys have won 2. Throw in titles to the Hawks and Steamers as well. But you know, they were in finals consistently early, but just couldn't quite find their rhythm, the Melbourne Pulse. Then all of a sudden went bang, bang, bang. And that BPL 19 final at Moama was quite extraordinary. This was that final, the Pirates up against the Pulse. Moreton Bay leading a set and 4-2 before Gary Kelly put on an absolute heater.
Yeah, it was such a turn of form, within a game. You could see he was struggling. You could see he was struggling to find his lines, his rhythm, that particular game. And then once he got one bowl away, he just combust. Yep. And then every single bowl he played after that was an effective bowl. And not just getting close, like he was getting absolute results, picking off corners of bowls and running through jacks.
And he won the MVP at that event. He's a 2-time All-Star. BPL 16 and 19. Ellen Fife, 2-time Commonwealth Games gold medalist. She's going to feature with her Pulse teammate on Wednesday night at the Bowls for Brisbane Showcase. She'll be playing with Aaron Wilson and Damien Delgado under Karen Murphy, and then Gary Kelly will be playing with Kelly McCarrahan and Julie O'Connell under Selena Goddard.
Ryan Burnett nearly giving that one a kick on the way up. He got that close to it in his chase. Might have needed just a little kick to get up for shot. I think marker indicating 1 to the Pulse.
Pulse hailing from Dandenong Club in Melbourne's southeast. Oh, just holding up in the breeze, isn't it?
Marshall, there's a lot of encouragement to get this to run. It's down a very good track. Gary Kelly still on the backhand draw. speed than his first. He's just diving across the front of his original bowl there. Does give him a look at the jack. And I think they've definitely got one on the respot. Taddy into his own. Potentially two down now. Gary asking if they've got the spot, one on the spot.
Get it, guys.
Let's see, wait for the jack here. Nice swing. Just turning a little bit. Oh, wow. Not sure, there's a little bit of a sheepish look from Alan Fife there. Shrug of the shoulders.
Ryan Bennett had the finger measures out.
Yeah. Too tight to call, he said so. He's played two pretty good bowls down here already. Sort of repeats the dose and gets one roll out of either of those bowls. He's probably going to end up with a shot. Just holding out.
One out.
Well, Alan.
It looks like it's going to be one for the Moreton Bay Pirates here.
It's interesting that Ryan didn't look like he was sure for shot, or perhaps he thought it was only close for second, but
Two it is.
so it is two.
Takes the score 2-1 after two ends in favour of the Moreton Bay Pirates.
They're on the board, and they'll be pretty pleased with that.
There we go. Lost in translation. Sorry. Ryan Burnett. Here I am thinking they needed to convert that head, and they were holding a definite one, nearly two. And they're away in the third end now. 2-1, Moreton Bay Pirates lead it. Ryan Burnett with a good opening bowl and flash.
Just might need to get the marker to take a step to the side.
Desi Wilson. He should know better too. There you go. Oh, he must have us on in his earpods
On
or
the
something.
earpiece, yeah.
Another good shot from Ryan. It's good head building. Oh, Fife right in the area again. Starting to turn down. It's turning viciously in there against the wind. Rocks back for the shot, I think. Teddy just asking Ryan to be positive on his draw shot. Lots of options. Touch his own, wriggle up, little hop, skip and a jump. Potentially still one down. Alan Fife turning in nicely behind. A lot of value in that bowl there. So again, you know, you've got four or five bowls there within, you know, foot to 2 feet.
Yeah, in these conditions, you'd be liking those bowls.
Yeah, and probably a smart play too to be, you know, on the shorter side of things, short jack.
Yeah.
Just takes the amount of time that the bowl spends in the run. Less time for it to be sort of buffeted by the wind as well. Short end's definitely a little bit easier in the wind, but
Yeah, a lot of things are getting buffeted by the wind today. Us included.
you.
Yep. And that one just as it snuck in. Bit of a fortunate result if it did.
Lots to gain. Just being here, a couple of feet to a metre. Land the bowl. He's going to get through the gap. Oh, gosh. Immaculate speed on the bowl. Gave himself a chance for landing the bowl, turning his own up. Unfortunately, a sausage roll. Gary Kelly plays a really good shot there. Whether it counts or not, I'm not sure still, but in a really great spot. Takes away that little trail.
What can Alex Marshall conjure up?
He's just gone for a bit too much borrow there. Easy done on that side of the green. You're always thinking it's going to, the wind's going to affect it and rip it across. So Gary with a free throw. Trying to add, he needs to run. It's not a bad attempt.
Not at all. It's not going to affect the count, but they'll take a one.
One to the pulse.
Level things up at 2 apiece, and it's a power play called by Ali Forsyth. Double shots on offer for the Moreton Bay Pirates in N4 of set number 1. So this is going to be a fairly big couple of ends for these two franchises to see who takes out the opening set.
Great start from Ellen Fife. Get the Melbourne Pulse underway. It's fourth end of the first set.
And one thing that we can offer you if you head to Bowls Australia's Facebook and Instagram is highlights from each of the matches. So we're going to have you up-to-date highlights of each match on Rinkside Live throughout each day. Great bunch of guys cutting them for us. Barry Lester seems to think that'll be one of the highlights. Certainly is. Ellen Fife bowling beautifully.
Hey, Snelly, still in the action on the sidelines. Running commentary. Looking sharp, got some new shades by the looks of things. Oakley's. Signature.
Yep. No, he's worn those a few times.
Blessed.
He's got the pulse.
Oh, it's pulse
Yep.
on there, is it?
Yeah. Barry's pulsating.
Is that the heartbeat, brother? Oh, well done. Heart as big as Far Lap. All right, some action here from Ryan Burnett. Up on the backhand, asking for a couple of bowls.
Really precarious end for these two franchises. Can the Pulse hold on and defend the power play? They'll use theirs in the last end. Pulse have been such a unique one on finals night because all three of their finals they've actually won with different coaches. One of them was Scotty Dijon, one of them was Jeremy Henry, and one of them was Andrew Breed of Moreton.
There you go.
Jeremy had to leave early for two of them. Still accredited as the winning coach, but
Well, he was lucky to hang on to his job then, wasn't he?
Yeah.
They should have switched him out.
If they get to finals night, they might need to get somebody else in. 4 from 4. So Jeremy Henry and, of course, the coach on the night have been awarded the spot in the All-Star team. Or as the winning coach, anyway.
Alex Marshall sliding through and loses the bowl at the back of the rink.
Moreton Bay Pirates do have a couple behind the head here. Do have a chance to try to the jack and make a number.
And this is, we spoke about it before, that perceived pressure. Like you have to expect Taddy to impact here. A really good call there from Ryan too, saying either draw the shot or just attack the jack. If you're going to lose the jack or lose your bowl with that kind of weight, you're better off just trying to pin the jack in the ditch in these conditions. Taddy obliging on the forehand. Gets a look at it. Gary Kelly on the forehand, looking to potentially cover off onto the tee, get the deepest bowl. He said, be the right number. He's done a great job. Drops that in for 4.
Well, this is absolutely huge.
If you were Alex Marshall, would you back yourself here to try to jack or just go for the cut down?
I think you just go again. He's just had a run there, had a look. You heard Ryan Burnett potentially in the mics there saying we've got the tee as well.
Oh, that is close. And the Melbourne Pulse make their move. They lead it 6 shots to 2.
It's definitely 4 going to have a look.
Well,
potentially 5.
I've gone the early crow here. Marker has 4 paddles, and that's what it is. Yeah. So 4 paddles, held aloft, not a power play, just a regular 4. And it's power play now for the Melbourne Pulse. Just want to rub some salt into the wounds here. Six shots to 2. One hand on the first set.
Guys just sliding past a little bit more than often going down this particular direction the last few ends. It's potentially the wind just sort of sneaking up behind the bowls a bit more, and I don't want to tempt fate, but it feels like it has just dropped off a little bit.
Oh, don't say that, Matty.
Oh,
L's, that is very handy.
I did preface it by saying
I know,
not
but
tempting fate.
Still, don't tempt fate by even saying that. So what has Burno got? Is he going to find the gap? Surely not. Surely not. Oh, he's going to drift under.
Underneath the bowl. Not a bad little switch though.
So the score is 6-2 in favour of the Melbourne Pulse. The scoreboard hasn't been updated yet.
Feels like this is the only rink where this is happening.
Just coming in. It's a release all the way back. Not sure it counts. I think it's third shot.
It's in a good spot though. Gives Gary Kelly the opportunity with his next bowl to trail to Jack. They've got everything behind.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I know Gary at all, if it sets up, he'd probably rather just whack the jack and get it back onto that tee spot. But that bowl probably second or third shot on the tee there from Taddy, so on the respot, I should say. I see some more drawing, asking it to hold.
Well, it doesn't really concern them. Like, they just don't want to drop a 4 here.
Ryan Burnett said land the bowl for 4.
Yep. But if you can't do that, it might go down to his last. He's very close. Taddy.
Guess what? Right in the middle.
Well, that's
lands the bowl away for 4.
Said there might not be much concern, but I guess when you got Alex Marshall on the mat, anything's possible. And that is why he's widely considered as one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest. So if Gary Kelly can't nail this, timeout call, if Gary Kelly can't nail this, it means that Alex Marshall will have an opportunity to win the set.
It sounds like they're going to play a forehand running shot, trying to reduce the count or get the jack. It's definitely forehand runner.
Crashed in. Oh, well, that'll do. Won't that do? Bowls went flying and cannoning everywhere. And
bit of carnage there.
Yeah.
Quick look at that in the replay, see what exactly happened.
Where everything went.
Pretty fortunate to get a result out of this.
Things went barging through. Now, Alex Marshall's going to call a timeout here. Now, there is an absolute Hail Mary here.
No. The one he's taken off the rink should have stayed. The bowl you took off the rink has to go back on. Oh, I did. Sorry.
It bounces back on the green.
It did bounce back on the green.
So Gary's followed through, would then be going in the ditch because it's full out drive. But what about the maroon one that's out the side? Does that stay on or not?
We might have to get another replay on so that we can, if you want to come around, Ryan, we can have a look. Have a look at the replay. So the maroon one bounced back. Yeah, the maroon one bounced back.
Yeah, but the bowl he's taken off.
Yeah.
The bowl he's taken off was potentially going to stay on the rink anyway. So that bowl he's taken off was potentially going to stay on the rink.
So maybe give it one more replay, Connor. We'll give Baz a quick look at it.
There's a bit of conjecture here.
Yeah, so because so many bowls weren't moving.
Just keep your eye on Gary's bowl.
That's going to stay.
Yeah, so that bowl that was taken off has to stay.
On the bank's going to go.
About
The last bowl you touched is going to go back on the green.
Yep.
So what one bounced back then?
So let's go one more time.
One more time.
so this.
So I think this bowl has to go. Have a quick look.
Watch GK's bowl.
That's gone.
See how it's going to land on that bowl.
Yeah.
That bowl was live.
That ball's, yeah, but was that, so that ball's going to go in the ditch, so that one needs to go back on, and that one needs to go
And that one needs to go off. Yep.
Yep. Perfect. All right. This is the beauty of live streaming, ladies and gentlemen. The beauty of live streaming. So now we can figure out what the actual bowl is going to be and what the possibilities are. There's Burno popping that bowl back, and yeah, there's no way they can make 4.
Get all 3
I don't
bowls.
think, yeah, well, I think is that bowl still in play though?
Nominating the kill.
Yep.
And trying to get all 3 of those bowls out, which, it's definitely possible.
Bit of a bizarre one. Never really had to get both teams to have a look at a replay. Well done to you, Connor. That is expertly navigated. Alex Marshall misses that one. So that'll be a, what is it, 2 double to 4. Our marker just trying to get the paddles up. And so 4, but I don't think it was 4. 2 double to 4. Okay, there we go. He only had the 1 set of paddles up when he's supposed to have the 2. So they win that set. 10 shots to 2 in the end. Brilliantly done from the Melbourne Pulse. They are on song at the moment. Selena Goddard into the game for Ryan Burnett. To her first bowl on Rinkside Live at the Bowls Premier League. So we sorted it out in the end, Matty.
We did. And yeah, hats off. That was really good to be able to.
Yep.
I mean, that's the difference. We've turned into the bunker over here
Yep.
instead of just
Yeah.
But
Yep. Well, that was, I reckon, Bowls' first ever VAR.
Like I clipped that one.
Yep. I know.
And I mean, you can just see how, probably 6 or 7 bowls moved on that head. How do you possibly reconstruct a head like that, without watching it 5 or 6 times back? Lucky it was on the live stream and not over on Ring 4 or 5. Yeah. And in that case, you probably, if you can't reconstruct the head, probably replaying the end.
Yep. And that would be fair enough. But I guess if you are the Melbourne Pulse in that situation, you'd be fairly peeved. But
yeah, there was certainly no malice in anything that was going on there.
Exactly, and it was all innocent. So
Ryan Burnett's actually done a good job to think that bowl that came off the green and rebounded off the ditch had an impact in the bowls that were coming through as well. So.
But anyways, the Melbourne Pulse, they take the first set, 10 to 2, in the BPL 19 grand final rematch.
There's been a lot happening, hasn't there? There's
plenty. Water bottles flying on the rink.
There's distractions everywhere, but we're coping well here.
We are.
Gents. Doing good.
That's what Rinkside Live's all about. We challenge adversity. We laugh in its face. As I say that, watch the wind pick up and me curse the world.
Right on cue. What's happening? Alex Marshall. Shot. Just knocked his own out, though.
To be so amazing for Selena Goddard in her first Bowls Premier League to come on and play with Alex Marshall, someone that she would have grown up watching. Selena, a 2-time Commonwealth Games medalist. Bronze in the women's pairs in 2022 with Caitlin Inch and women's fours in 2014 in Glasgow. Been around the caper for quite a while.
Yeah, I was able to play a few games with Selena in the Platinum Pennant in New South Wales a couple of years ago with Wenny Leagues. Just an out-and-out professional and a lovely human too. Just always got a lot of time for everybody.
Yeah.
Very genuine. And she does a power of work with all the business that she runs. She does graphic arts and all that sort of stuff with.
Yep. Very talented.
Did a bit with Winnie Leagues back when we were playing there. Actually, Barry Lester and myself were flying in and playing a few games.
That's two to the Pirates. So that's a good start for Moreton Bay. But yeah, Selena, one of the all-time humans, and I think that's the thing. You know, you can see people on screen and on streams and think, oh, they look really nice, and you always wonder, are they actually that nice? But in this case, Selena certainly is. It's Barry Lester makes his move onto the rink.
Making a move, all right, warming up. He's going to come on from the Paddington end and
Rafael Nadal when he does his sprints.
bowl some thunderbolts. Straight away opting for what should be the tighter side of the rink. Though we have seen quite a few bowls turn maybe a bit more than expected on that his backhand side or right-hander's forehand side of the rink.
So there will be a small break after this session before the Perth Suns and Geelong Jets. Players will have half an hour to just have some refreshments and just recuperate halfway through the day.
Full seafood buffet, is it for us?
I have no idea. I hope not. I'm not a massive seafood guy.
Lobster, prawns, oysters.
You an oyster man?
Kilpatrick, yeah, probably. No, I'm not a huge seafood fan. It's a little bit wasted on me.
I'm a European, so meat is a very big part of the diet. Connor's the complete opposite as a vegetarian.
Recently pescatarian.
Okay,
Gone
pescatarian.
Back. Yes.
Okay, yep.
So was vegetarian for quite a while, but
Back on the fish.
back on the fish now.
What's your fish of choice?
So sure, I did have some prawns last night.
Okay.
Prawn linguine.
The Eaton's Hill
Quite
Hotel.
nice.
It's Barry Lester, the left-hander.
Flounder for me. Flounder's the best fish I've ever had. Go past good flounder. We see Barry Lester not floundering. Draws another shot.
Look at you go, Matty.
Yeah, here all week. Legitimately here all week.
Quite literally. Matt doesn't leave. We're locking him to the Mac roof. It is very hot out here, and we see Alan Fife next to us. Just pour some water into her hand and rub it on her face for coolness.
I'm willing to bet that the water's pretty warm too by this time.
Just had a sip of my water bottle and it was very warm.
Taddy drawing the shot. Still a good access here for Gary, but that's probably one he'd want back. Coming up a bit shy. Alex Marshall marching after this one, trying to get it to finish off. Falls against the bias. Actually holding two now. Marker indicating two shots. You're going to see some big weight here from Gary Kelly. Just high. Alex Marshall motioning there like he's not going to cover the tee. Going to try and touch the jack around the corner and make a 4 or 5. I like that play. It's probably less likely that the end kills the way that that bowl's protecting the front. Alex Marshall, look at that. He said, I want to touch the jack around the corner, and he just touched it up the green ever so slightly. Gosh, got on the side of that, it was nearly 5.
Would have been massive at this stage of the game too, just to put the pressure on the Pulse after losing the first set.
So close for third. Sounds like unfortunately it's now become a little bit easier to kill the head, kill the end. Gary just leaking that one out to the right-hand side again, forehand side. So
what is the score going to be here? This is quite big.
It's a 2 or a 3.
Either way, will we see the measure? Selena grabs the tape. This is...
Might just have to work out which one is Pulse's closest bowl first. Looks like it's that back bowl's the nearest, I think.
And
so 2 shots.
Still 4-0 to the good now in the second set for the Moreton Bay Pirates. This is a perfect way to rebound after the disappointment of losing the first 10-2. Could we be in for our first tiebreak on Rinkside Live? Sometimes we either get a lot of tie breaks or we don't get any at all on Rinkside Live. There's never sort of any in between. So I think Jeremy Henry has called a power play here, and the marker hasn't seen the jack. Sorry, Jez, was that a power play? So there should be a red jack to be placed down. Our marker hasn't quite seen. And there we go. Hopefully no trail now. Oh, that's what we've got. All good.
Well, it's been the game for reconstructing ends, so...
Yes, reconstructing jacks, everything. Just might need to get our marker to hop out the way. What's this looking like? No,
Just
not
underneath.
quite. Look, unfortunately, there's been a couple of comments about camera angles, as that is a brilliant shot from Selena Goddard, but with the win today, unfortunately, we are constricted with a couple of other things. So, look, unfortunately, we can't please everybody, but, you know, we're doing our best, and barraging us in the comments won't help, and it's not going to change things out here either.
So with the wind, we've actually had both of our
Yep.
45 cameras that have gone down, and just can't hold them still. They keep falling over. So
Yep.
we're just restricted to the down the line cameras. And unfortunately, sometimes players and markers need to get into the head. We'll do our best to call it.
Yeah, and look, that's all we can do. And yeah, the 45s, we've had both of them go off today because of the wind. And we've never seen it this strong here at Club Pine Rivers before at a BPL. So, we do apologise, but it's there's nothing much more we can do, unfortunately.
It is what it is. Good attempt there, just not quite getting back to the line. Taddy, foot and a half so short as well. It's probably, if anything, just giving Gary a nice little guide in there to slip underneath that bowl, trail the jack or land the shot bowl. Oh, he's playing on the backhand.
Got bowls near the as the wind really picks up there. So luckily there was no bowl actually on its way down. Bowls New Zealand watching on as well. I'm sure they're very keen for Selena Goddard's matches to be streamed quite regularly. Ali Forsyth as well, a New Zealander. Half New Zealand, half Scotland, this team.
Moreton Bay Pirates currently holding one. Alex Marshall. What can he do here?
Looks like he's adding this time.
Yes, for sure. So this is a power play for the Melbourne Pulse, which means double shots on offer.
Looking backhand with weight for the last bowl. Trying to get both the bowls away. He likes it.
He's just snuck through. There were millimetres in that. So up next, we'll reconfirm the time because there may be an extra break due to the heat, but it is Perth Suns and Geelong Jets. Just keep your YouTube up. You'll know when we do go live if you follow and subscribe to the Bowls Australia YouTube channel. Get our first look at the Suns and the Jets up next, but still plenty of water to go under the bridge here as Alex Marshall is not a mile away.
Wants to turn down onto the bowl now.
Oh, yes.
All the way back. What a brilliant shot. Last two bowls. Turning the screw. Murray still looking at that backhand. Go again. Trying to clean it out, reduce the count. Got one away.
It's going to be a 2 to the Moreton Bay Pirates. Yep. And a long way to winning this set and sending the game to a tiebreaker.
And they defend the power play, more importantly, Connor. And we got a red jack coming out here for the home team. Can't quite see as of yet. Not called by Ali Forsyth, so he's going to save it until end number 5. Now, I'll be interested to see if we get to a tiebreak here, if Ali Forsyth tells Ryan Burnett, Selena Goddard or Alex Marshall, get up and put the jack in the ditch. We see it a lot on this rink out here, or on this green out here. Harry Lester. Trademark delivery. So if Chloe's is the second best delivery, Baz third, or
he might listen to this. I won't say yes. I'll put him in the top 10. How about that?
Aaron Delaporte watching on. Runs our Bowls link at Bowls Australia, does a great job. He also does a lot of our BPL history, feeds us a lot of the information that we get about the BPL. Selena Goddard, welcome to the show. And
Yeah,
his tip was Pirates v Suns in the grand final. So, both in the top 6 after 2 rounds, albeit. But he'd be getting a little excited. Selena won her first Australian Open title just a couple of months ago in the women's pairs with Chloe Schutt in an epic final against Nurul Eliani Jamil and Emma Furiana Soroji. Her final end, her extra end, was one of the best you will see. She nailed her line with all 3, gave Emma nothing to bowl to, and you could tell at the changeover how confident that they were because she had done a beyond perfect job. It's the quality she brings to this tournament. Barry Lester for his final bowl of this 4th end.
Get it to change the head up. He has. Well, that bowl a couple of times. Looks much better now for Gary to be able to play towards that head. Potentially still salvage something out of this set, perhaps. It has to be now if any stage.
Alex Marshall, he's got a chance to put this to bed. Trail to Jack.
2-time MVP.
Starting to come. Oh, look at it working really hard, trying to get a little touch of the Jack. As he said, kind of, it's beautiful speed for it. Just floating past. Not a bad spot still. We'll jack up the line, still on.
Well, he's given it more grass than before, and it turned a lot. How is the track for Alex Marshall? How is the track? Just underneath.
Speaking about trademarks, the trademark trot after the bowl. As soon as the bowl comes out of his hand, you get those big calves start working. It usually spells trouble for you.
Yep. There's a few people who have that trot, and Aaron Sheriff is one.
Yeah.
But Alex Marshall, I think it's so globally renowned. And there's sometimes where he has it on a string and he's trotting after every single bowl. Gary Kelly.
Oh, it's a bit stiff there.
Oh, just hasn't worked. And, well, it could be 2 up now.
To be honest, Gary's still got last bowl. All he really wants here is an opportunity to score a number. So even though he's unlucky, he pops their own bowl out of the head there. He's still provided himself a chance to make a 3 or a 4 down the back of the rink there, and that's exactly where Taddy will be trying to cover off now.
And sometimes it's about playing those percentages and covering when you know you're in a commanding position. Other matches going on at the moment.
He's done a pretty good job there, but this is still on. Jack up the line and wriggle off the bowl. We can make 3, potentially 4.
This bowl coming down. See what Gary Kelly can do. It's coming.
Oh, he's nearly done it. That little wriggle. That bowl skew away.
So that'll be 1 to Moreton Bay. It's their power play, which is inconsequential because they've won the second set. So power play, Alan Fife is going to come in to get her eye in. And she says, I'm going to get my glasses as well. So Els comes in. Is she going to skip? She's going to go grab her bowls. I think she is going to skip, and Ryan Burnett is also going to skip as well. So they're going to get their eye in good moving and good coaching by Jeremy Henry and Ali Forsyth. Other matches going on, Matt and Connor, the Sydney Lions and the Adelaide Pioneers. The Lions won the first set 8-4. They lead 4-2 in the second in the last end. The Ospreys have taken the first 11-1 over the Saints and lead 3-2 going into the final end of the second. The Perth Suns, 6-4 over the Extreme in the first set, 3-1 in front in the second. That's after 3 ends. Still a lot of water to go under the bridge there. The Hawks and the Tridents. The Hawks won the first 7-2, lead 3-2 in the second after 4. The Jets lost the first set to the Steamers, 8-5. And the Steamers lead 6-3 in the second going into the last. So Moama, with the inclusion of Matty Bouse, well, they are looking dangerous. Can they end this run of non-finals appearances? They're at a franchise record 3 missed final series in a row. Looking very dangerous now. You
just seen the Hawks walk off the rink, so that must have just saluted.
Yep, so they're in title defence, off and running. Of course, you can get those results at the BowlsLink app or results.bowlslink.com.au. This one's so important because it means that the winner will most likely have the spot in the top 5 going into round 4. And it's already danger signs for the Tasmania Tridents. Yet to win a match. The Hawks are off the bottom of the ladder. The Ospreys look like they might be able to get a win as well. The Tridents could be the only winless team after 3 rounds. Or 4 rounds, 3. I was right the first time.
Yep.
Math's not my strong suit, ladies and gentlemen. Simple counting, no good. So for shots up purposes, this is looking very promising from a Moreton Bay point of view.
Should be looking to get close. Shots may matter towards the end of the round robin.
She's done a pretty good job there to cut that down. Give herself a little chance for her next bowl.
Alex Marshall. Sorry, Ryan Bennett just came around the back there.
Fair crack at it there from Ellen, finding a gap between the 2 bowls where you probably don't think there's much of a gap there. Well, I think Ryan Burnett's blown a couple of cobwebs out at least with those 3 bowls, 3 rocks.
Testing different lengths.
Yeah. Now some weight here from Ellen.
We know weighted shots possess a lot of quality.
We've seen a few of those weighted shots down towards the clubhouse side on that backhand. A lot of them are missed outside the line, so that's potentially the wind just sort of holding those bowls and even sort of drifting away from the bias side a little bit. So I'm sure they'll be better at it tomorrow if we get similar kind of conditions. Hopefully not similar conditions.
Yeah, well, let's hope not. Let's hope not. Because, look, if it's this hot, okay. But if it's this windy, no.
Yeah.
I refuse. I'll stay at the hotel. Sorry, Connor. Sorry, Adam.
Don't leave me here to do all this stuff, mate. All your intros, you're on point, mate. I can't do that stuff.
Too kind. So, a clean sweep in the second set to the Moreton Bay Pirates. They win it without the loss of a shot. 9-0. Putting that power play. 1 doubles to 2. Tiebreak it is. And the Pirates have the mat first. And we're not going to see Jack Pitt. What are you doing, Ali? First tiebreak we've had. Ali Forsyth says no. So they won that set 9-0, and they're only +1 on shots for the match because they lost the first 10-2.
Yeah.
So it was an epic swing in momentum. Selena Goddard goes past with her first. So Sydney Lions, I think, have overcome the Adelaide Pioneers. Possibly. Just triple check. They sure have. So the Lions continue their onslaught. Steamers have beaten the Jets in straight sets. Moama and Sydney undefeated after 3.
All right. Alan Fife making good correction for weight here. Just sneaking past. That'll do for the time being.
Ryan Burnett up 2-ing for Moreton Bay Pirates. That's tiebreaker.
The Perth Suns have beaten the Melbourne Extreme, so they're sitting well and truly inside the top 5. This is a good start for the Bowls WA franchise, and they've been in it since APL 1. Matt and Connor have never won a final. So is this the event where things change?
Barry Lester just taking his time on the mat with the wind.
I would also like to thank the people at Austrail who we bought this marquee from Bunnings, but it's an Austrail brand. If you need one that's going to remain, well, that's the one. And Barry Lester, that'll remain a shot.
He's pretty unlucky then. He took himself off the mat and then went to reset, and it probably blew harder.
Yeah.
And then he looked at the shot clock and went, God, I've got to get rid of it.
Ryan Burnett going hard, just misses.
Ryan Burnett trying to get rid of that bowl. Get the jack in the ditch. I think we'll see some running for cover here from Barry.
Yeah, Barry's
Backhand.
drawing to where Gary's standing, so you won't be able to see the bowl come down, but
he's done a good job there. Snelly, draw the absolute shot and then cover her off very nicely on the respot as well.
Perfect line. So final bowls to come. They've lost 5 successive ends, the Melbourne Pulse, all in set 2. Up next, the Suns and the Jets. One fresh off a win, the Jets fresh off a loss.
Alex Marshall is playing a positive draw.
They're all starting to get pretty excited about this.
He's very close.
Oh, what a
Alex
shot.
Marshall. Oh, yes.
Gary Kelly not wasting any time on the mat. Fires one, just misses tight. Alex Marshall, all the experience in the world here, takes his time out. Going to walk to the head. Probably going to let Gary stew on it a little bit.
It's a replay from Alex Marshall. Oh, just sat that pulse bowl.
Yeah, brilliant shot. So it's decision time here, whether you try and cover off the tee.
He'll have to try and draw another shot here, because if his goes, he's once again down. Go for cover.
No, I think he's going for cover. I think because even if his bowl goes, there's a good chance that the jack goes as well. And to actually draw another shot probably looks a bit harder. So asking this to stop. Got his arms out.
Yep.
He's done it.
Well, this makes the equation. Nominating the kill.
Nominating the kill. Smart move. Again, great communication.
So best result here for Gary Kelly's bowl clean.
Bowl clean, they win the game.
If the jack goes out of bounds, we replay the tiebreak. It's bounced a couple of times on the way through. Gary Kelly doesn't quite get there, and the Moreton Bay Pirates, after losing the first set 10 shots to 2, rebound winning the second 9-0, and they take the tiebreak. The first tiebreak that we've seen on Rinkside Live so far at BPL 22. An epic match and a great win for Alex Marshall, Selena Goddard, Ryan Burnett and Ali Forsyth. They'll move into the top 5 at BPL 22. And we'll take a short break before our next match between the Perth Suns and the Geelong Jets. Matty Lucas, thank you.
No, my pleasure. Thank you very much.
And good stuff to you, Connor Munnings.
Thank you very much.
All right, Val Febo, Connor Munnings and Matt Lucas signing off from Club Pine Rivers very shortly. We'll be back in about maybe 40 to 45 minutes' time for the fourth match of the day between the Suns and the Jets.